Ever dreamed of a city where history meets modern flair? Welcome to Skopje. From the mighty fortress of Kale, with views that steal your breath, to the charm of the Old Bazaar, where every corner has a story. Stroll by the majestic stone bridge, a timeless link between past and present. And don't miss the quirky colossal statues in Macedonia Square. Skopje is a blend of old and new, waiting for you to explore. Let's dive in.
Hello people, we have arrived in Macedonia, Skopje. We are with Nix.
How? How's it going?
How's it going? That's his poor English accent. We are with ENA. What is your name? Marian.
We just found him on the plane.
We just found him. We've just kidnapped him. He does not realise where he's going right now.
Don't feel here.
He's coming to. You are coming to party with us.
Well, we shouldn't be partying too hard, because you remember Martin from last year?
Yeah.
For the folks back home, that's the bloke in the army clothes, the one with the big nose and the lots of money. Took your elbow in, mate. And he's got a planned outing in the mountains, so we're going to be going out in the mountains. Maybe find wild animals to raise. But we have an outing planned in the mountains. Won't be too much hiking. We'll be just driving to a known camping ground and just having natural fun, you know. We might be bringing some alcohol along, but nothing too excessive. And as for music, I will personally sing a rendition of Love Will Tear Us Apart again by Joy Division.
You're going to sing a song?
I'm going to sing a song.
Stay tuned in. Love will tear us apart again.
Love will tear us apart again.
Okay guys, we are here. This is my room. This is my apartment for the next 4 nights in Macedonia, Skopje. This was retailed at £90 for 4 nights. £90 for 4 nights.
Right guys, we wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for the rest of us.
Mate, how good is this apartment? £90 for 4 nights. That's pretty cool.
Show them the view.
I'm showing the view.
Nah, I meant from the window.
I'm showing the view from the window. Look at that for a view. Superb. Beautiful hiking day, guys. What is it, about 23 degrees right now?
No, 25.
25 degrees. End of September. In England, lots of rain. So Martin.
I prefer rain here as well.
Martin was in our last Macedonia video. How you been?
Great.
What is the name of this place? Look at the scenery.
Goats.
Goats.
Yeah, Kozjak. Like
Kozjak.
Goat's place.
Goat's place.
Yeah.
Do you get much wildlife around here?
You can find it, but when it's a tourist spot. It's a bit dense, but at night time,
Yeah.
you can find wildlife.
What sort of
You
wildlife?
can find
Wolves.
most likely foxes, wolves. You can often find horses, but they're not wild.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
keep horses, then they just let them go and eat.
You get a lot of snakes around here.
You can find snakes anywhere.
That's our mission. We're on our mission to find a snake.
Pastry, no party. No pastry, no party. No pastry, no party.
Alright, in honour of Keir Starmer, everyone here has a hostage role. This is a hostage party.
Okay guys, so I'm trying to check out what these pods are like. Trying to get a quote. Look at this. Grizzly wants you to enjoy. No avoid except in a fire pit. Grizzly gets mad, so there must be bears down here somewhere. Alright, sick views. Gotta be a way of getting there surely, like I know. So what's it called? Grizzly igloos. It's just like a fence everywhere. There's a gap. Some horses. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Here's one of the igloos. This is that one. Let's have a look. Do you get a bed? I bet it's warm in there though, isn't it? Look at that view though. A bed, chairs. Should be a toilet. The lads are literally over there. There you go. Hello. Do you speak English? English. Okay, guys. So the owner came and told me off. A bit surprising, really. Like free advertisement. It's not like I'm asking for the room for the night, but that is €100 per night. He did say like we have our own marketing. We don't need advertisement. So they probably have a lot of customers anyway. So not going to disrespect him. He was a nice guy. I asked about the bears as well. He said, yeah, in the winter, not so much now, understandably. It is what it is, but yeah, what a beautiful place. But yeah, if you want one of those huts, you can go on Airbnb, and it's €100 a night. Like in England, €100 a night would probably get you like a 3 star. Maybe a bit, but maybe I'm being a bit harsh. But that's a good deal. This is quite an interesting, fascinating fact for me. Maybe not so much you guys, but maybe some of you listening will want to find it out. McDonald's is one of the most popular franchises in the entire world, yet in Macedonia, it no longer exists anywhere in Macedonia. Nix, please share the story on why McDonald's no longer exists in Macedonia.
So, before I do that place over there used to be the first McDonald's ever opened in Macedonia in 1998. It was really a big thing. President of the Republic at the time, Kiro Gligorov, right, the man with one eye, went in there, opened the ceremonial tape, had the first burger. It was a real big to-do. And it was a really trendy place to go. You know, McDonald's comes to a post-communist country, and it was just the place to be. I remember I must have been there a million times. We had children's birthday. It was a really cozy family place, you know. But then, I mean, and eventually there was another restaurant out in the west part of the city, because we're really downtown now. And there was another one in the eastern part of the city, and there was some in the malls. It doesn't really matter. Eventually, McDonald's just folded and went away. And there's some rumors that it was political, that the franchise owner fell into disfavor. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. But what I do know is McDonald's never really could displace the local fast food places. And we have one, because that's the thing, right? McDonald's was, because it has, for all of its bad sides, you know, being guy slop, being bad for you, being, you know, it does have very high health and safety standards, right? So you might get diabetes and a heart attack from eating at McDonald's, but you'll never get food poisoning. You're always greeted with a smile, and McDonald's actually pays its employees very, very well, from what I understand. Yeah. So it could never compete in a Macedonian market where local guy slop dispensaries, they hire people who are barely paid anything, where basically washing your hands as an employee of a fast food joint is optional, and, well, they might as well be using radioactive waste as ingredients. And there's many like those. Some of them are owned by locals. Some are chains. Some are corporately owned. But you have millions of those. They're always cheaper. They're absolute fucking shit. But because they're cheap and because serving sizes are downright American, McDonald's could never compete with them.
Okay, guys, this is the main square of Skopje. That is Alexander the Great. Whatever you do, when in Macedonia, do not call Alexander the Great Greek. That would not be a wise idea. So the weather at the moment is probably around 25 degrees. It's going to hit highs of 30. Not bad. Love it. Hi guys, we are with Cronus. How are you, brother? This is the guy that introduced us to the best pastries ever. How are you?
Doing really great.
What is the plan? What are we doing right now?
We're gonna go drive the go-karts. We're gonna go with probably the least powerful cars, because they have certain conditions where for the more powerful cars, you have to make a lap under a certain time. And I don't know how they're gonna test us. Maybe they're not gonna test us. Maybe they're gonna drive the most basic ones. So those for 15 minutes for one seat, so per person is 700 dinars or 11.32 euros.
Yeah, so that's about, for English viewers, that's probably about £10 for 15 minutes. That's a pretty good price. Looking forward to it. Obviously, I will be giving the MasterCard, being from England, but looking forward to it. Are you, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
I've never driven one before.
I've never driven one before. I've never had a drink. You look after me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay guys, we are in rural Macedonia. What is the name of this particular village or area?
Volko.
Volko.
Or Lieutenants. Yeah, there's the sign.
Ah, this is the sign here, right? Ah, okay, yeah. The cross, you can see that cross from everywhere, can't you?
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It reminds
what's that? I'll try and zoom in. Here we go. There you go. There's a cross.
Yeah, it reminds you that is south.
Interesting to know. Interesting to know. It's amazing. I like. This is what I like to see. Like the back streets of nations.
Do you not have this in England?
Of course we do. Of course. Obviously, like if you're a tourist in England, you're not going to go to, the back streets of London or whatever. So, in fact, you'll get killed if you do that. But it's beautiful. Yep, this is it. This is it.
Like?
Yep.
Okay, it is that.
Are they going to breathalyze me before I go on?
No, I'm going to give you go.
Okay, fine.
Maybe take two.
I will take two, yeah. In England, they will breathalyze me and have no chance.
One. Chew it up. Chew it good.
Here we go, guys. Where did I come? There you go. 11th. Fucking skip past my name, but fucking sharpish that is. 11th. Out of about 20. Please became mid-table. Yeah, so where's that hat from? That's a Yugoslavian hat. Wow, man. Oh. How much is it?
I don't like the style of it really.
This is typical.
You might be able to get a badge to put on.
I've got some badges there.
You've got like 300 on there. Nations. You got our stuff. There's Lenin.
Wow, man.
You pin that on you when you go home. I can't. Yeah, but he's...
Those hats as well.
Oh, look at that, mate. Ping, bullet hole in that style helmet.
Ah, that's alright, I can fill that with the welder. Put it on. That's it. Lenin badges. Oh yeah.
There's loads of stuff. There's all the helmets. I know you can't buy a helmet to take home, but you know what I mean.
I was wondering, does it show that was the post box when you got all the shit on?
Berets, so you've got loads of stuff on.
Okay, so when I booked my plane ticket, it actually comes up as North Macedonia. But when I come here and I speak to people like yourself and a lot of other people, the general consensus is that you do not recognise it as the name of North Macedonia. You want to be called Macedonia. Can you educate the viewers here on this name change and why you disagree with the name change, etc., and the history behind it?
Right, so the history behind it's really like goes deep. I don't want to do like a Tucker Carlson interviewing Putin type thing here.
Yeah.
But here's the skinny. When Macedonia first broke away from Yugoslavia in '91, in the modern period, right?
Just a quick one. Do you agree with breaking away from Yugoslavia?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't agree with the establishment of Yugoslavia in the first place. I'm starting to think of it less of it as a historic state, more of like a criminal act. But I mean, let's not get into that right now. It's like a whole nother thing.
Yeah, of course.
So you have this. This is like part of this territory we're on. It used to be part of the ancient kingdom of Macedon, right? Macedonia. Ruled by Alexander, Philip, all these cool people from history.
Yeah.
But another part of that kingdom is what is now today Greece, which was historically populated by the Macedonians, but now they've been ethnically cleansed in 1948, after the Greek Civil War. I mean, not fully. More of them have been, forcibly Grekified, or maybe not so forcibly. There was some opportunism. But anyways, there is this territory within Greece that's called Macedonia. It's a province of Greece. Right. So the Republic of Greece, the Hellenic Republic, objected to our country being called Republic of Macedonia in '91, and they refused to allow our accession to the United Nations. Right. So we had to be admitted under a temporary reference, as it was called, former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, which was very, very offensive to people. It's very insulting. It's still offensive, right? Just saying it. But then, like, this became an issue, right? An issue which prevented Macedonia from entering any international organization where Greece had veto power and could, prohibit Macedonia from acceding, because this was like a big thing for them.
Yeah.
So it actually became a point of contention because Macedonia wants to become a member of NATO and the European Union, and Greece has veto power in both those organizations. Right. So here's the thing, right? We came at an impasse where, even though like most of the major countries of the world, like the majority of countries in the world, recognize Macedonia as Macedonia, right?
Yeah.
Macedonia cannot accede to Europe, to European Union
Yeah, of
and
course,
NATO
yeah.
without working this thing out. Now, there was a chance at one point to just, I don't want to get too much into the history of the thing, but in 2018, we had a referendum on changing the name to, the N-word.
North Macedonia. What? So,
Don't say it, please.
I apologise. I didn't mean to offend him.
It really is like the N-word,
yeah.
to Macedonians.
Yeah, but the super
point
majority.
being.
Yeah, but did the super majority of Macedonia vote for it to be changed?
Let me just finish. So the thing about the referendum was, because it appeared to everyone, and it became pretty clear in retrospect that the government would falsify the referendum to make it appear as though a majority would support it. This decision was made to boycott it, so that there would be no census and there would be no valid referendum. And I was part of that campaign to boycott the referendum.
Yeah.
I didn't have a big role, but I was part of it. And then what happened was, on the 30th of September 2018, the referendum went through, and there was no census. There was not enough people had come out to vote to have a decision, right? So it was declared failed. But then the government on October 17th, 2018, decided to change the name anyway.
So they changed it despite the referendum actually didn't go through.
Right, because they managed to get a consensus of all the major parties to do it, political parties in parliament.
Yeah, but that's not the people, though, is it? It's not the people.
It's not the people, no. But they said, "Oh well, you voted for these cunts." I didn't, but and that's how it. And it is still very much considered, if not illegal, then certainly illegitimate.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to go into the weeds of the legalism, I could, as I'm an attorney, I could construct a case that it actually is illegal the way they did it. But fact of the matter is, when you're up against the government, you can't really convince the government that what they did is illegal, right?
Yeah.
And this is actually a matter of consensus in Macedonian politics, right? Not among the people. The people, I would say, even people who are pro-European, pro-NATO, oppose this. When I say pro-European, I mean pro-EU.
Of course, yeah. Right. European Union.
They oppose this because it is a humiliation type, humiliating. But there is a political consensus. It's not a popular consensus, and we just had like the conservative quote-unquote government win here in Macedonia, and then the party leader just said, "Oh, I never said I'm going to change back the name. No, that's a done deal."
Oh, so the party that just won, did they promise that they were going to change the name back?
They implied it. They implied it. Their shills on the internet always said, "Now we're going to change back the name. We're going to bring back national dignity," and then it didn't. It was just like Farage, just like Trump, just like any of these quote-unquote base populist scumbags.
Yeah.
They just lie to you, and then they implement the corporate agenda, the criminal agenda, the whatever.
As Macedonians like yourself, have you got any kind of representation politically?
No.
Whether even if it's a small party?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
So unfair on them though, isn't it? Crocodile there. Crocodile. Yeah, it's... On the plus side, it's got more space than the bloody did in Moldova. Vultures. So is that poor bird, man. And they look so unwell, don't they? Yeah, I feel sorry for him, man. Look how tiny that is. Must be so bloody boring. I know, look how skinny they look as well. There we go, some ginger monkeys. Found myself a home, guys. Let's have a look at this elephant now. Oh. Guys, it is the final night. I am with Nick. Thank you for your hospitality, first and foremost. Picked me up from the airport and showed me around, educated me on your country and your people. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. So yeah. Alright, so where are we tonight then, Nick?
Well, they call this the Bohemian part of town. They call this Bohemian Street. I think a man wants to pass us. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
And this is like where you get a lot of bars and you get a lot of taverns. And that one that Mr. Chrissy is recording, yeah, that one over there with the stray dogs. That's probably my favorite. Yeah, we could go look at the doggies. They're very cute.
We're going to look at the doggies. We're going to look at the doggies. And they're friendly, ain't they? You can just...
Yeah, these are strays, but they're very friendly. They're sleeping right now, so let's not disturb them. Yeah, so this is like the tavern district, you could call it, or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a very nice place to be. If you wanna, but some of these places are a little overpriced. Although this one, Skopje Merak, you know, I've taken your mate Lenny here numerous times.
Yeah.
You know, because he's the kind that you know, he wants a dinner and a drink before any serious activities take place.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's probably the best value for money you're gonna get in this city in terms of restaurants. So make sure to visit that one if you're in Skopje, Macedonia.
There you go. So we've just seen some stray dogs there. I've noticed there's quite a lot of them around here, and also in the region itself, in the Balkan region. But I noticed and I've noticed in other regions as well, by the way, before anyone comments, the little tags in their in the ear. What's that all about?
Well, that means they've been processed by the city. So we have this sort of a public enterprise. It's a publicly owned company, owned by the city.
Yeah.
And it's tasked with essentially managing the stray dogs and stray animals as a general thing. And the tag means that the dog's been vaccinated, cleared of parasites, and castrated. So they're very docile. No, so I mean it's a little sad because they've been castrated and no longer procreate. But it's one way of managing the dog population. So
yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to say, as a Macedonian like yourself, say if we meet a dog now and you and your significant other, shall we say, fell in love with that dog, can you just pick it up and take it home? What would be the procedure with that? I know
the procedure would be I would pick up the dog and take him home.
That's it.
I've already done it once before.
But could you? No, but legally, would you be in trouble for that?
Legally, one, no. I'm just taking the dog off the streets.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done this. I've written about this before when I picked up a stray dog, and I actually kept him for 2 days. Well, I couldn't keep him right because I live in an apartment and dogs really need room to run.
For personal
so I gave
reason,
him to a man who lives in not really in the countryside, but he has a house with a yard.
Yeah.
And I really still think about this because I really like that dog. He's this beautiful white thing, you know, snow white fur, and I think the dog loved me as well. I think you can never tell with animals, but
they definitely love you. Like in England, we have this saying. I don't know if you have this saying here. A dog is a man's best friend.
I don't think we do. No, but we do love our dogs here in Macedonia, and. Yeah, but like the missus always says, you know, your little doggy, you know, He's happier where he is. He can run around the yard. He can be like a country dog.
Yeah, exactly. You done the right thing for that dog. Okay, what about just last of all? What about me as a foreign citizen? Yeah, I'm here on holiday. I just fallen in love with a dog. Would there be any hope if I had to get that dog to the UK to be with me?
Well, you would obviously have to vaccinate the dog and get him like an animal
Of
passport.
course, yeah.
But you could actually pick up. For example, you could pick up one of those strays we saw lying around there.
Yeah.
Appropriate him. Say, okay, this is my dog. Take him to the veterinary. Get him cleared on the illnesses. Let's turn around here. Let's turn. And essentially, it would be no different than if you had purchased the dog. Well, yeah, you would have spent. You can actually, I think, even do it from the UK on the website of the Laika. It's like the first dog that was shot into space by the Soviets, right?
All right.
Which not exactly appropriate for an organization which should be taking care of humane treatment of animals. But yeah, you can actually do that as a foreign national from the UK. Now you may have to cover veterinary and shipping expenses, but from the dogs they pick up off of the streets, you can just adopt them at basically just cover those costs.
Wow, man, interesting. Thank you for sharing that information. That way, Okay, look at these beautiful dogs, guys. They all want loving. They all want attention. They really are a man's best friend. Love them. How could you not love them? How could you not love them? This dog is an absolute werewolf.
Big guy. He's a big guy.
He's a massive guy. Come here, baby. Come here. Guys, honestly, if we can help these dogs out any way we can, please do. Please donate to any charity that's helping these dogs out, because they're amazing, man. They're amazing. Okay, guys. This is how cool the dogs are. They think this guy over there is gonna come and, I don't know, do something to us. They're protecting us. They're definitely protecting us. Hey. Come here, guys. Hey. Come on, guys. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Aber siehst du, beschützen einen, wo?
They actually protecting us, guys. They're protecting us, aren't they? They're protecting us.
Chris Mitchell's embarking journey to Macedonia comes to an end. Chris would like to say a massive thank you to Nix, Martin, Himmler and Kronos for the fantastic hospitality. If you get chance, please do visit the heart of Skopje or the breathtaking mountains. Until next time, peace out.